Oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named darksydephil? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. Sweet. Every day, a little bit, tweaking a little more, tender. I've walked on my toes my whole life. Like that. Because my muscles were already big down there. Flavorful. It's still an answer. It doesn't matter if it's honesty or not. It's still an answer. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're gonna like it. Sasquatch. Afterbirth. A $2 tip. All right? This person says, the happiest that I have seen Wings of Redemption is since he left Lalcow Live was actually when he was on your podcast. He was high energy, seemed like he was enjoying himself. Now everyone should be able to hear me, and if I do this, I think everyone should be able to hear you, Jordie. Want to say hello?
Hello.
There he is. He's working now. Cool. Okay. So, everyone, welcome. He's here. After all of the years of anticipation.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down.
He seems to be surrounding himself now with extremely toxic people, and it's sad. I'm one of them. I'm one of the people. Should we just get this out of the way? Would you guys just like to get this topic out of the way so we can move on to other stuff? Because I know if I don't get it out of the way, I'm going to end up being pestered by this all day long. And I feel like maybe we should just go ahead and address it now. You know? All right, let's do it, okay? So here's the deal.
Come on then, dickhead. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Let's get you all caught up on this topic of Wings of Redemption. So here's what happened. Back in October, I reached out to Wings. I said, hey, will you be on my podcast? It'll be a hangout session. You can ask me whatever you want. We'll have a good time. He came on for 2 hours. To many people's surprise, because I was told by so many people, Wings will never do your show. He never agrees. He never shows up. He's self-destructive. He burns bridges. He's not going to do it. He did it. He showed up, and we had an awesome show. Go check it out. It's archived on this channel. It was 2 hours of fun where we talked about all kinds of stuff from all over the place. And I think that you'll enjoy the conversation if you haven't seen it yet.
I doubt it.
Okay? Now, after that happened, immediately I thought, hey, we should have him back because there was a lot of conversations and things that we were having that didn't finish. You know, a 2-hour conversation, there's only so far you can go, particularly when we're two guys who've been around as long as we have and we've been through what we've been through. We have similar kind of trolling experiences on the internet. I would definitely wanted to have him back as another guest. You know, hey, let's chill and do it again.
Ha! Gay!
But I didn't know how soon to do it. I certainly didn't want to have him back right away. So I said, hey, maybe we'll do like late November. Now, we all know what happened in late November. I ended up having an interaction with Asmongold. I ended up being in an interview with Asmongold. It blew up, and it kind of changed everything.
You sure about that?
So I had rescheduled with Jordie and said, hey, Jordie, that's Wings of Redemption's real name if you don't know. I said, let's actually have you come on first week of December. Let's have you be maybe the first day of December, right? December 1st. Let's have you on the show. We'll do it. We'll get caught up. We'll have more to talk about now, obviously, because I've had this Asmongold interaction. And we'll get, you know, I heard of all the bad things that had happened to him, that his Battlefield account had been stolen from him by his trolls and stuff. I thought, hey, this will be a good appearance, right? Especially starting off the holidays, right? Have a nice guest on the show. I thought it would be a great positive thing. He said he would do it. Sounds good. The night before, he cancels. He says, I can't sleep. I'm not feeling well. Let's take a rain check. And I responded and said, all right, let's do it next week instead. Same date, you know, same Monday, just a week later. He never responded.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Jordie. Now, he starts saying in his videos and his streams to his audience, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to be on there. You know, don't worry. We rescheduled. I took a rain check. It's not a big deal. But the thing is, his trolls kind of know how he behaves and saw the fact that he last minute rescheduled as a bad sign. They were actually shocked that he ever appeared on this show. And the fact that he rescheduled last minute for the second appearance meant basically he was never going to show up. They were under that impression. I didn't get that impression because, you know, I don't have that actual experience with Wings. So I said to him, all right, let's do it for a week. Okay. So a whole week is passing and I'm DMing him saying, hey, are you coming on the show? He's not responding. You know, I had a good time. So finally, it was last weekend. I took it upon myself when I was in this office on my day off, actually doing some rewiring and reworking of the office, to just randomly see he was streaming. I was like, oh shit, maybe I could like talk to him on his stream quickly, get his attention. So I jumped into his chat that afternoon and I said, hey, what's the deal? Are you coming on the show or not? And basically he says, don't be offended that I'm not responding to your DMs. I don't really respond to people's DMs. I'm just an antisocial guy. But the reason that I don't want to commit to being on your show is my sleep schedule is still screwed up. I'm literally sleeping all day long, waking up in the evening, streaming all evening through until noon the next day and going to sleep in the afternoon. Also, I don't know what I'm doing with my wife this weekend, and that's going to affect my sleep schedule, so I can't commit to Monday, but I'll let you know.
Right.
Okay, and I told you guys that in a podcast, earlier this week. It's up to him. In fact, what I did is I responded to him in a DM and I said, okay, the ball's in your court. Any day this week, you can come on my show. It's completely in your control. You tell me what day you want to come on the Level 1 podcast, and we'll do it special just for you, for your schedule. I even offered and said, you could come on a night stream. It doesn't even have to be during the afternoon.
You will find I am kind.
You could actually come on during a night stream and be a night slot. That would actually fit into your current messed up sleep schedule, okay? No response all week long. So at one point you get a little fed up. Talk to me, cat! Talk to me! Like, this guy keeps saying in his streams and his content, he's got no beef with me. He likes me. He wants to have a conversation. Again, he loved that last appearance. He wants to come on, but then he never actually contacts me to schedule it. So what the hell is going on? So the other night, I saw randomly again, he was broadcasting. I jumped on his stream. I tried to talk with the guy and reason with him and say, I don't even care if you say, no, I just don't want to do it. I just need an answer. Because my audience wants to know what's going on with you, why you're not showing up. You said you were going to be here. They want another interview. Are you going to do it or not? Even if it's no, I wouldn't be offended. Just say yes or no. To which he responds live on his show, you shouldn't do this publicly. We should be doing this privately in DMs because then my trolls will latch onto this to make content. And I'm like, Jordie, I've been trying to talk to you in DMs for over 2 weeks. You don't respond. This is the only way I can even get you to say something. That's why I'm doing it this way. Talk to me. So here's the thing about Wings that you guys may not know. Unlike me, he has publicly stated he hates being a streamer. He absolutely hates video games, and he wishes he didn't have to stream them, but that's his job. He only does it to make money. He literally has said this over and over again in his content. I've heard the words come out of his mouth. It's not like, oh, I'm watching troll content and he's saying that. This is what he actually says, okay? So I said, all right, how about this? He's sitting on his stream playing Battlefield, and he won't give me an answer. How about this? I'll just contribute, and I'll make it so that he's hitting his goals, and then maybe he doesn't have to worry about playing this stupid game, and we can have the conversation, even if it's a 5-minute conversation, and he says, no, I don't want to go on your show. At least the conversation's done. So I sent the guy a couple super chats during his stream saying, hey, I'm here. I'm to contribute, to be positive, to help you hit your goals. And I even said to his moderators, what is his goal for this stream? Does he have a goal he's trying to hit? I'll hit his goal for him. I'll help him out. That way, he doesn't have to worry about playing this game he claims he hates playing on stream, and we could chill for a few minutes here and figure this out. His moderators literally played dumb. I'm not kidding. His moderators, Jordie sometimes has a goal. I don't know if he has a goal for this stream. I don't know. They knew. They know what his goal is. They were lying. A silly one took me $1 says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters. Okay. I consider this the newest day and I've gone down from the rafters. What? Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. I have no fucking clue what you just said. Okay, then. Okay? His moderators are playing dumb and being stupid for who knows what reason. All right? So after basically trying to get this guy to respond to me during the stream, he starts ignoring me, and one of his moderators actually times me out for 24 hours. For simply contributing to his stream and trying to get him to say yes or no about coming on the show. They timed my account out for 24 hours. So I logged into my other account and said, your mod timed me out, to which Jordie laughed and said, oh, pimp, it's only 24 hours. Okay? So after that, I said, I've had enough of this. And I DM'd him one last time and I said, your mods are not there helping you. Your mods are coddling you. Your mods are enabling you. Your mods are making you do and say things. They're constantly goading you. They're actually doing troll memes and things. You don't realize it. They get you to act how they want. You're like a puppet to them. All right, check out the Kurdum DX08. Doesn't exist. There is, let's see. These are wheelchairs, you dunce. You understand? They're not there to protect you. They're there to basically do things that will harm you, and you just don't realize it. Because no one in their right mind would have someone coming on a stream contributing and time them out for wanting to have a 5-minute conversation about something that you said you're interested in. Okay? So I said, listen, I want a yes or no answer. Give me one. He didn't give me one. He ignored me all week long. Okay?
Ho.
So as of today, I have absolutely no answer from Wings of Redemption whatsoever of if he's going to come on this show. All right? So now I have to say something about the situation, and I'm about to. And then I'm going to move on from it, but I need to say my piece, and then I need to move on. All right? I don't think that Jordie Jordan is a bad person at all. I think he's a person who's a victim of circumstances and himself at the same time, and I think that it's a 50-50 split. I do believe that Wings of Redemption's situation that he's in, being grossly overweight, constantly eating fast food and drinking soda on his streams, saying he hates his life, he hates streaming and all this, and he's trapped in this life. I do believe that a lot of that is extrapolated and basically exponentially increased because of the fact that he has trolling to the level that he has. All right? I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to say that isn't happening. At the same time, what is this music that's playing right now? Hold on a second here. No, that totally distracted me. What is this music? Let's turn on some relaxing music. For goodness sake, I was like, what is this music playing? So, at the same time that I absolutely will admit that the trolling is probably some of the reason that Wings is in the situation he's in, the other half is him. It's his own doing. I'm going to give you a comparison. Imagine someone who gets bullied, okay? They go into a cave somewhere, an isolated cave, and they say, man, I really hate this cave. Then all their friends and family go out there. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you in this cave? Get out of the cave. And they say, I will. I hate this cave. So then they go and they buy dynamite. Not everyone hates Wings of Redemption. Not everyone thinks that he's a horrible person. Not everyone wants to roll with the detractor memes and be nasty to this guy. Some people actually want to be nice to this guy. I do. I wanted to kind of be nice and befriend the guy and have him on the show and every once in a while have an interaction. I'm not saying that I needed to have a long-term business transaction with this man. Do you like me? I just wanted to chill with him. I think we have some things in common. I think that interview we did was a good one. I think that we could make great content together over time. But Wings is a victim of his own actions. He builds a prison around himself from which he can never escape. Overeating, bad actions, complaining, whining about going on stream. But then when someone comes to his stream and says, hey, I'll have you stop playing games. I'll actually hit your goal. Let's talk about your next appearance. He ignores it. He blows it off. He tells me to DM him where he's already ignored me for 2 weeks in DMs, and then his moderator times me out. Little bitch-ass piece of shit try to fucking control my streams. Absolutely, positively not. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need your money, bitch. Okay? All right. Dude, this is your own creation. I like you. I want to hang out with you and be a positive person in your life, and you have shut me out. That's your doing, not mine. Yours. There's no one to blame in this particular situation but yourself. It's that simple, 100%. I'm sorry. There's no other way to spin this situation. All Wings had to do was have a level of professionalism, a level of respect. He doesn't have that. Instead, he wants to be in his cave forever. Even though he says he doesn't want to be, I'm sorry, I have to believe that that's bullshit. You don't sit there on stream all day, every day, acting a certain way, saying things that you claim, you don't want to say, but you say them anyway, stuff in your face all day, drinking soda all day, unless you actually want to do it. That's the case. You might say, oh, I want to be better. I never wanted to sit here and beg. Do you think I woke up in the morning and said, man, I just can't wait to start asking for money today? No, I hate it. I literally fucking hate doing it. But if you do, its actions speak louder than words. It doesn't matter what you say, it's what you do. His actions have outright said this is what he wants to do for the rest of his life. And it doesn't matter how many people care, how many people try to support him, how many people try to help him. He's never going to change. It has to be him that makes the change and nobody else. No one can help this man but him. He refuses to help himself. So because of that, I'm done. I'm done trying to reach out to this guy, be nice to the guy. I mean, I've done every possible thing I could. I've talked nice about him. I had a great interview with him that tried to help him. I wanted to have him on again right after the Asmongold interview because I figured I could maybe give him a little bit of a positive rub. It would help him out in his content. Maybe he'd get more viewers. It would take some of the pressure off of him. He doesn't want to play ball. He doesn't even want to respond. He can't bother at all to give me a respectable answer about anything. Instead, he wants to ignore me. Well, Jordie, guess what? You like Burger King, right? Well, guess what? Like Burger King, you can have it your way because now I'm not going to bother you anymore. And you're going to sit there on your stream playing the games you claim you hate, stuff in your face, acting like a fool for the rest of your life. No one's going to reach out to you to try to be friendly to you or save you or help you because your actions shut them out. It's not us. It's you.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
That's all I have to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Wings of Redemption will not be appearing on the Level 1 podcast. Under no circumstance. The only way I would ever have him on this show again is if he actually publicly apologized for his actions, the disrespect, the unprofessionalism, the fact that he couldn't even give me the time of day, and the fact that he kept publicly saying in his content that he wanted to be on my show and then acted otherwise. If he publicly apologizes for that and says he will change his ways and then actually acts differently, again, actions speak louder than words, then maybe I'll consider having him on the show again. No, it's not an apology fetish. But as of now, Wings of Redemption is banned from my podcast and will not be appearing ever again.
You better take a sip. You fucking sleazy asshole.
Okay. So, that's that. I got it out of the way. I've said my piece. We can now move on with the show to positive content because I'm tired of this nonsense. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit. Your toxic shit is not welcome on my fucking streams ever. Wings never changes. No, I'm starting to see that. Because honestly, when I have tried to have interactions with Wings over the years, I always get hit with the same response. Why are you bothering? Don't you know how Wings is? Don't you understand that he's a self-destructive guy? That every single person in his life who has actually tried to help him gets pushed away, gets mistreated. It's him. Yes, there are things bad that happen to him, but his behavior is his own, and his behavior never changes. How can someone who says they want to actively be healthy and lose weight sit there on a stream and eat fast food all day, every day? How could someone who says that they want to be friendly and have friends and everything then mistreat people constantly? Is it opposite day? Do you think that doing the opposite of what you think is right is going to improve your life? Of course not. So, I mean, what can you do to this guy? And now, I hate to say it, when you talk about this situation and you hear about guys like his former friend Woody's Gamertag, who, had him on painkiller already and helped this guy out over the years, supposedly, and you're like, well, they're not friends anymore. I'm sorry to say, are you not aware that drama content, gossip content, this whole kind of content, you do realize that is female-centric or gay-centric content, right? It always has been. 1,000,000%. Who's the one who's always gossiping behind the closed doors about each other? Who's the one who's all dramatic about each other, insulting each other's looks, insulting each other's actions, doing this backstabbing shit? That is girly shit teenage girls do and gay guys do. Probably a good reason why. Probably this guy had enough. Now, that guy's dealt with Wings of Redemption for how many years as a friend and then finally said enough and cut him off, right? I dealt with Wings of Redemption for 2 months, and I've had enough. I'm sorry, I'm a 43-year-old adult. I'm very busy. As you can see, I'm very busy. I've got things going on in my life, with my business, with my personal life. I'm a busy dude. I don't have time to babysit another content creator who can't act like a mature adult and instead wants to play games, all right? So I'm already done. I'm tapping out 2 months in. I can imagine what guys like Woody have been through over the years dealing with this guy, okay?
I've heard some bullshit in my time, mister, but yours is the best.